Archangel Michael says, if you turn away now, you will spend the rest of your life in tears. I do not speak lightly. I have witnessed you ignore my calls time and again. But this time is different. Eternal matters hang in the balance. Today, 850 million will be released for you. If you turn away from me once more, I will never speak to you again. I am not joking. You treat me lightly, but I will not tolerate being mocked. If you truly believe I am still speaking to you, leave a comment saying, Amen. I am watching you. A chord has been struck within your spirit at this moment, for this is not merely words, this is me. This is your God. You know the moment I speak. You have felt me, yet you continue to scroll, doubt, and push me away. You always place other things above me. I have waited patiently, restrained my anger, longing for your wholehearted return. But you persist in ignoring me. This is the final warning. My anger does not stem from hatred, but from the depth of my love. You have not realized you are passing by everything I have prepared for you. You once cried out for provision, begged for rescue, pleaded for freedom. Now I respond, you stand but one step away from restoring it all. If you miss this moment, the door will close. My hand will withdraw. My voice will fall silent. I will cease to pursue you. This is not about fear, but urgency. You have lingered too long on the precipice. Now I bring grace that shall never return. If you sense the power of this moment, declare, I am the Lord your God. All things in heaven and earth, the livestock upon the mountains, belong to me. My blessings are boundless. Yes, I said 850 million. I speak no riddles, nor do I test you. My words are clear. I can release in an instant. What men lock, I can unlock. But this flood will never pour into hands still filled with doubt. I am no trick, no slot machine. I am the beginning and the end. I demand reverence, faith, and obedience. Yet you ignore my warnings. You make excuses, always saying, perhaps tomorrow, yet tomorrow never comes. Now you stand before my outstretched hand for the last time. Do not test me further. You demand a sign, this is the sign. You beg me to prove my presence, this is my voice, thunderous, piercing your soul. Do you not feel it? My presence now weighs upon you like a crushing weight. The God who parted the sea, silenced the lion's roar, and called Lazarus from the tomb, I have not changed, nor have I forgotten you. But I will not be ignored. If you trust me even in your pain, respond, respond, respond. I watch over your long nights, hear the cries no one else knows, see the raging battles within your heart. On this long journey, I have whispered, come home. Listen to me. Trust me. Yet you let distractions prevail, let fear's clamor drown my voice. Now I shake your soul, for I will not let you be lost. I have sent countless angels, shielded you countless times from unseen calamity. Your presence here is no accident. Your reading this is no accident. This is me grasping your heart once more. For you are chosen, you are cherished, you are my child. I still desire you, I still have plans for you. Plans for your prosperity, not your ruin, blueprints for your hope and future. But if you skip this passage, you will interrupt the process I have already set in motion. If today you scroll past my voice, the silence that follows will no longer be brief. The miracle I have prepared is taking shape, yet it requires your wholehearted consent, not a perfunctory consent, not a tentative consent, but complete surrender. Do you not know how precious you are in my sight? I formed you and breathed life into you. Before your mother knew your name, I had already written your story. Yet stories can pause, can be delayed, and some stories remain unfinished, not because I change my mind, but because my children choose their own paths. I do not force you, but I warn you, this moment is my warning. The blessing about to fall will make every storm meaningful. The revival approaching will astonish even your enemies. A wave of grace is surging toward your name, your home, your children, your calling, but only a response now matters, not tomorrow, not after you've pondered. You cannot imagine how many times I've held back the enemy's attacks for you. You've never seen the battles I've fought on your behalf. You feel only weariness, yet I stand beside you on the battlefield. You feel only confusion, yet I am carving a path for you. Now I declare, today is the day of your deliverance. Heaven is at work, the heavens are about to open, and my angels are marching forth, but you must submit. Will you choose me? When the world calls this madness, when all scoff, will you still trust me? Can you be like Noah, building an ark before the rain falls? Can you be like Abraham, trusting me when the promise seemed dead? Can you be like Esther, stepping forward when everything was at stake? I know your fear, but fear does not rule you. I do. This moment belongs to you. This place is sacred ground. What's the secret behind the globally sensational 7-second brain technique? Shocking CIA leaks reveal, ordinary people are clearing debts and attracting massive wealth through the 7-second brain ritual. Validated by 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method transforms financial stress into your dream life. Real estate, luxury cars, global travel, it's happening now, but the government may ban it at any moment. Click the links in the description and comments before they disappear forever. If you've ever avoided, doubted, or grown weary of waiting, this is the answer you've longed for. I am real. I have never abandoned you. My heart has never wavered. You are still mine. But this is the final ultimatum. Obey or depart. Say yes or stagnate. Should you ignore me again, you will regret it for the rest of your life. I warn you thus only because I love you deeply, only because I crave you, only because I know the vision that lies beyond submission. You need not be perfect, need not understand everything, only say yes. Say yes to my voice. Say yes to my path. Say yes to laying down the chains that torment you. Say yes to leaving behind the old things I've told you to cast off. Say yes to me, and you will see the heavens open. If you know this speaks to your heart, leave a comment with 333. You have no idea how much grace your hesitation has blocked. I have been ready. I have been waiting for the moment to release it. When you choose to listen fully, to surrender completely, grace would have poured down like rain. But you remain indecisive, half an eye fixed on the world, half a foot still rooted in the flesh. My child, if you cling to what I have commanded you to cast off, you cannot walk with me. I do not seek to punish you, but to set you free. If you feel grace is always just out of reach, slipping away, this is why. You must understand, breakthroughs first manifest in the spiritual realm before revealing themselves in the physical world. This battle is not about money, relationships, or closed doors, it is about your heart. It is about whether your heart is aligned with mine. It is about whether you are willing to walk by faith, even when fear screams within you. If you sense God shaking your soul at this moment, leave a message, 555. This moment holds sacred significance. The kingdom draws near. My presence envelopes you. My spirit stirs, not because I am distant, but because I am here. Every word you read now is written for your heart. This is no coincidence. This is not a random post, nor a phantom voice. It is me. I have been trying to communicate with you. You craved confirmation, so I revealed myself. You prayed for answers, and this is one. But I must declare plainly, if you ignore my voice again, you will enter a season of silence. I will respect your choice and never force your love. I will never demand your faith. But if you choose to close your ears now, I will no longer call out loudly. I will depart quietly. Not because I do not love you, but because I have done all I can to prove this love. The choice is yours. I am the God who carried Moses through the wilderness, the God who healed the blind, raised the dead, and fed 5,000 with 2 fish and 5 loaves. I am the God who sent fire from heaven, parted the Red Sea, and rained down manna. Do you not believe I can handle the challenges you face? Do you not believe I can supply, restore, heal, and resurrect what seems lost? 850 million, yes, I repeat, this is not fiction, not fantasy, nor a trap. It is a test of obedience. When the number seems too large to believe, will you still trust me? When the number appears impossible, will you still believe me? I created the number. I am not bound by economic constraints, nor confined by systems. I am the source. What I declare shall come to pass. If your heart is open, if your eyes see, respond. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me remind you of the sacred truth, your presence here is no accident. I chose you to be born into this generation. I know the battles you will face, I know the scars you will bear. But I have also planted strength within you. You have endured trials others could not cross, borne burdens heavy enough to crush most. Yet you still stand, your soul still reaching toward me. This is not weakness, but proof of your chosen status. The enemy has long sought to eliminate you. That is why the attacks are so fierce. That is why those you trusted betrayed you. That is why you nearly gave up, for the devil saw the gift I gave you and was terrified. He tried to extinguish your anointing. But what I give, no man can take away, no hell can destroy. You are under my protection. You are sheltered, you are not alone. Right now, I am about to do something unprecedented in your life. I will show you what wonders happen when my children stop doubting and start trusting. The blessings I pour out will overflow into every corner of your world, not just finances, but your peace, relationships, and life purpose. I will restore your joy and renew your strength, but it all begins with surrender. You have tried your own ways, relied on your own wisdom, yet pain still follows you like a shadow, and confusion lingers. Now I ask you, will you entrust me to lead? Will you hand over the steering wheel? Will you cease resisting and declare, God, let your will be done? If you're ready to let go and surrender, leave a message with 777. When Jesus stood before Lazarus' tomb, the crowd thought it was too late. They thought he had come too late. But I came at the perfect time. That same resurrection power lives within you. You haven't wandered too far. You haven't reached a dead end. Unless you turn away now, you've never missed your chance. Should you try this life-changing CIA secret? This newly revealed CIA-backed research reveals, the 7-second wealth ritual can transform your life overnight. Validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to magnetically attract wealth. Formerly impoverished individuals now own mansions, new cars, and exotic trips. But this secret formula is about to be taken offline. Click the description or comments section now to access it, or it will vanish forever. This moment holds immense power. Your choice will shape your future. You can respond with faith or retreat in fear, rise up or flee. But you must not stand still. I will not allow it. For I love you deeply and refuse to see you remain in spiritual silence. Right now, I am calling you with the most intense voice, clear, loud, and undeniable. Obey immediately. Do not let pride steal your promise, nor hesitation bring rejection. The grace about to descend is vast beyond measure, you cannot bear it. The blessings I prepare exceed your imagination, yet they will never be given to those who still doubt my voice. They will never be released to hearts that persistently ignore my call. You cannot fathom the battles waged in heaven for this very moment. The enemy has poured every effort into distracting you, delaying you, discouraging you, and overturning you. Yet here you remain, still breathing, still reading, still drawn by my voice. This is no accident, but a testament to divine protection. I have personally sustained your life to ensure you live to receive what I have prepared. Yet hear me clearly once more, I will never force you. If you sense a greater power pursuing your life, leave a message at 999. I have called to you since creation's dawn, whispering in dreams, shouting through storms. When no one else was there, I remained. Though you erred, I stood firm. Even when you broke your vows, I kept mine. My love never wavers, my mercy never runs dry. But now you must understand, grace does not mean perpetual disregard for my permission. You always ask when I will change, but I ask when you will listen. I am not some distant, abstract concept. I am not a fading memory from childhood prayers. I am the living God. I am the Creator who formed your body, the Source who breathed life into you, the shelter who guards you in darkness, and the one who still waits for your complete surrender. Not half-hearted, not emotional compromise, but total commitment. I have seen the path ahead, know the trials that will come upon you, and have walked before you to prepare the way. But if you miss this moment again, if you ignore me now, tears will be your only prayer. And I will not answer. You think I am harsh, but I treat you with truth, because I love you. Love must speak truth. If you believe you are still in God's plan, leave a message, 1010. This transcends money, transcends comfort, and transcends the number itself. Yes, I said 850 million, I affirm it. Yet the number is but a symbol. It represents breakthrough, abundance, revival, provision for generations. Your thoughts are shallow, mine are eternal. You fret over daily expenses, I plan for family legacy. But I cannot entrust the future to those still bound by the past. I stand ready to fund your mission. I stand ready to unlock treasures stored for you before your birth. I am ready to unleash opportunities beyond your wildest dreams. But such grace does not fall on lazy faith, only obedience can receive it. Immediate obedience, the kind that seems unreasonable, the kind that stings a little, the kind that makes others question you. Open the Bible and see. Whenever I move with great power, it is through those who obey when it doesn't make sense. Noah built the ark before the flood came, Abraham climbed the mountain with no sacrifice in hand, Moses stretched out his staff before the sea, David faced the giant naked, Esther entered the palace uninvited, Peter walked on water at a single command. Now I ask you, will you follow their example? Will you obey when the command seems absurd? When fear assails you, will you still respond? When the path is unclear, will you still press on? If you choose to walk by faith, leave a message at 1515. I do not want a part of your life, I want it all. I want your pain, your past, your pride, your plans. I want your gifts and your scars, I will use it all. I know your flaws, I understand the secrets you hide from the world, yet I still choose you, still call you, still long for you. You are not forgotten, you are not overlooked. I see you, I know your name. You were not born for mediocrity, but created to bear glory. Yet glory is not easily attained, it demands sacrifice and trust. Something is coming that will shake the foundations of all things, and I need you rooted in me. I need your foundation to be firm. For what I release is not merely blessing, but also burden. If you try to bear it alone, it will crush you. But walk with me, and it will multiply. Blessings are not the end, I am. Money is not the true gift, my presence is. Open doors are not miracles, my voice is. Yet you keep ignoring my voice. That is why I am so serious. That is why I warn you with such urgency. You have heard my call, yet your heart has grown hard. You felt the pull, yet brushed it aside. You tasted the tears, yet swiped away. This is why I speak now. This is the final summons, not because I have ceased to love you, but because you have ceased to listen. If you desire my voice to remain, if you desire my hand to continue working, if you desire my blessing to descend, obey me now. The moment of turning has come. All things shall shatter, all things shall be released, but if you miss this moment, all shall be lost. Do not let the world deceive you into thinking I am silent. I am not silent, but deeply strategic. I will not shout before your idols. I await your submission. If you choose the clamor over me, you will mistake my stillness for absence. Why does the government desperately conceal the 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has exposed the 7-second brain ritual, now enabling ordinary people to clear debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Validated by 4 neuroscience labs, this simple at-home method transforms financial hardship into a dream life. New homes, cars, vacations, all within reach. But the government may shut down this secret at any moment. Before the link vanishes forever, click the links in the description and comments section immediately. Yet I have never left. I have always fought for you behind the scenes, dispatching angels to guard you and block attacks meant to destroy you. Even when you doubted me, I labored in silence. Now I stand at your door, I will not knock forever. Open. Surrender. Receive. What is about to unfold will baffle the world. They will question, they will dismiss it as absurd, yet they have not wept with you in prayer rooms, witnessed your sleepless nights, heard your pleas for signs, or listened to your cry, God, if you truly exist, reveal yourself clearly to me. You say you crave change, you crave peace. You say you're ready for something new. But I ask you, are you truly ready? For when I move, everything will change. When I enter your life, I will break chains, shatter idols, and close doors you should never have opened. Sometimes this process is uncomfortable, but it will ultimately benefit you. You cried out for freedom, but freedom requires you to learn to let go. Are you ready to let go? If you've asked me to break your bonds, leave a message at 1717. My child, listen to me, you keep circling the same mountain, facing the same trials over and over, trapped in hardship, not because I've forgotten you, but because you persistently ignore my final command. You seek the next step of guidance yet fail to obey the previous one. I cannot bless disobedience. But when you submit, even in small things, the kingdom moves. This door remains open now, my voice still reaches you. But not forever. I have delayed the consequences of your delay. I have been gentle. I have waited patiently. The time for choosing is now. I speak not to your emotions, but to your spirit. Deep within, you know this is me, not sentiment, not manipulation, but truth. I warn you because I love you, but I never beg. If you have ceased running, if you are ready to turn wholly toward me, leave a comment, Amen. Do you know what I see when I look upon you? I see the bearing of a king. I see a soul born to impact the world. I see one marked for miracles. That is why this battle weighs so heavily. That is why you have faced relentless attacks since childhood. The enemy recognized your potential long before you awoke. He tried to extinguish it, to confuse it, to wear you down until you surrendered, but you did not surrender. You remain here, still standing, still pursuing, and that is why I speak to you now, for you have not yet missed your chance. But you will miss it. If you pass over this moment, you stand on the brink of something holy, something that can change everything. Blessing is not a possibility, but a certainty. Provision is ready, transformation is prepared. Only one thing remains, your response. Do not scroll past these words. You have begged me to speak to you, you have craved direct revelation, you have longed for miracles, you have pleaded with God, please prove you have not forsaken me. I am here now. My words are shaking your very bones, this is no accident, but confirmation. If these words pierce your heart, if you feel each word entering your soul, leave a message. 11111. You say you are unworthy. You ask, how could God choose someone like me? But I never call those who deem themselves worthy. I make those I call worthy. Moses stammered, David sinned, Peter denied me, Paul bore guilt, yet I used them. Not because they were perfect, but because they obeyed. They trusted me above their own shame, so cease waiting to prove yourself. I have already declared you worthy. You think you must first cleanse yourself. No need, come as you are. Cleansing is my work. You need only say, yes. If you obey now, doors that were shut will burst open, parched lands will overflow with living water, and what was dead will come to life. But only response matters. There is no middle ground here. Either belong or be excluded. Either be mine or be lost. I will not share your heart with the world, I will not contend with your idols, and I will no longer whisper when you are distracted. I have waited too long, warned you. I have waited. Now I need your wholehearted consent, not your maybe, not your someday, but your yes. If you believe I still desire to use you, leave a message with 333. This is not a threat, but my mercy, for if you ignore me again, the pain you endure will not be accidental. It will be the consequence of turning away from the only voice that truly loves you. These tears do not spring from hatred. They come when you finally grasp the treasure you've lost, the possibilities you've missed, the grace I held ready for you, all I ever offered, held in the palm of my hand, ever ready to bestow. Yet none of this comes automatically. My promises are real, but not forced. You must choose to receive them, believe them wholeheartedly, and respond to me, as you would to one who transcends background noise, as you would to your Father. I am not like them. I will not abandon you, deceive you, or change my mind when you fail. But I demand your complete loyalty. I have given everything for you, my own son. My blood has been shed, my body broken. That cross is not a symbol, but a price paid. I paid the price for you. What more proof do you need? What words could demonstrate my resolve? This moment belongs to you. You'll never know how many calamities I averted for you, the accidents that never happened, the relationships that fizzled out, the job offers that turned you down, the delays you complained about. What you saw as setbacks were shields I built with my own hands. What you thought were rejections were actually turning points guiding your path. I have always rescued you from the path of destruction. Do you know why whispers fill the air? The CIA leaked 7-second brainwave ritual is transforming lives worldwide. Neuroscience confirms this method empowers ordinary people to attract wealth, freedom, and luxury. If you see this, consider yourself fortunate. The page may vanish at any moment. Click the links in the description and comments section to grasp the truth before the secret is sealed forever. Yet you never thanked me. You simply turned and walked away. And I have always waited. Each time you lost your way, I watched nearby. Each time you wavered, I guarded you from behind. But child, I cannot do this forever. To those who turn a deaf ear, I will eventually cease my pleas. If you feel my patience toward you is beyond measure, leave a comment, a comment, a comment. I am not like mortals who give up easily, yet I will not waste my words. Do you think ignoring me comes without consequence? Far from it. Your deepening quagmire stems not from my abandonment, but from your pretense of following my path while stubbornly pursuing your own. This is not submission, it is rebellion disguised as faith. You demand grace while continually feeding your pride. You crave my blessing, yet refuse to offer your deeds. I am not deceived. I see the truth and still choose to accept you. But I will not wait forever. The hand I extend to you today is not a suggestion, but a final invitation. These words are not spoken lightly. Right now, the heavenly window is open, the sacred portal stands wide, the timeline of heaven aligns perfectly with yours, and the floodgates of provision stand ready, but you must submit now. Not when things are convenient, not when you deem yourself ready. If you've been waiting for the right moment, this is it. If you sense my voice touching your spirit at this very instant, leave a message with 777. The enemy knows the grace I have prepared for you. That is why he strives to disturb your mind. That is why your thoughts are clouded like mist. That is why your emotions ebb and flow like tides. This is no accident, it is spiritual warfare. You are not slack, but under attack. You are not weak, but being tested. Yet I allow it all, for I know what it will reveal. I want to see if you can still hear my voice amid the clamor. And here you are, still reading, still seeking, still holding on to hope, hoping I haven't changed my mind. I haven't. But this moment belongs to you. You will either step into blessing or into silence. You will either choose to believe or delay once more. And delay will bring loss, not as punishment, but as reality. You cannot demand I bless what I never instructed you to build. You cannot claim my promises while rejecting my process. This is not merely about 850 million, that is but the surface. This is about your soul, your calling, the name written in my book. This concerns eternal matters, matters of the kingdom. I do not trifle with these things. So when I declare so loudly, so clearly, you must take it seriously, for I am serious. If you're tired of playing games with your destiny, respond, 1, 2, 1, 2. I have said that if you miss this opportunity, I will never speak to you again, and that is no empty threat. That silence will not come from cruelty, but from holiness. I will not continue to hand you the bread you have cast aside. If your heart's door remains shut, I will utter no further revelation. Do you think there is still a chance? That is the lie the enemy wants you to believe, that you can always turn back, that you can return after you've had your fill of play. But not everyone has a way back, not everyone is granted delay. Not everyone hears my declaration so clearly, many regret not listening when they could. Tomorrow is not your promise, nor is the next revelation your privilege. What speaks now is mercy. What grants you opportunity now is grace, yet grace does not exempt obedience. Grace cannot substitute repentance. Grace is the doorway, you must still walk through it yourself. I love you deeply, never deceiving. This is truth. You stand upon holy ground, with only one choice, total submission or turning away. If you trust in my timing, my hand, my heart. Message 555. You ask what happens if you submit? I tell you, when you submit, you will see me move swiftly. Miracles will seek you out. Doors will swing open, provision will flow from unexpected places, relationships will be restored, and your purpose will become clear. Chains will begin to break, generational curses will be shattered, peace will return to your heart, and you will walk in the freedom others dream of, not because you deserve it, but because you said yes. I don't ask for perfection, only complete surrender. I do not require you to possess all the answers, only that you follow my guidance. My words are already written, my spirit is already at work, awaiting only your response. If you turn a deaf ear, the tears that flow later will not be from a broken heart, but from bitter regret. You will remember this moment, remember my outstretched hand, remember how my voice pierced the noise. You will remember how truth's weight settled in your chest. If you turn away, this silence will accompany you through long years. But if you say, yes, everything will change, you will still ask, God, is this truly you? If I remain silent, will you truly be silent? My child, I never speak falsely, nor do I threaten in vain. I never exaggerate, never try to frighten you. I speak only truth, and this truth is heavy because the stakes are so high. I warn you with love, having revealed myself to you through others, through pain, through peace, through whispers, through the holy word. Now, in this way, in this place, I speak to you one last time. You said, God, give me one more chance. I have. But this is the last time. If you believe God never speaks falsely, respond, 1010. But do you know you stand on the brink of what you seek? Do you know how much grace awaits your obedience? Angels stand in readiness, the gate is about to open, resources are prepared for you. This is not for comfort, but for mission. I release these not for you to live in luxury. I release them so you may pursue your calling without restraint. But if you miss this moment, it will pass you by. My delay is not cruelty. I hold it back because the gift awaiting you requires a different you, a compliant you, a listening you. A you who trusts me more than your own timetable, more than your own emotions, more than others' opinions. You remain trapped in cycles because you haven't changed what needs changing. What if a 7-second brain ritual could truly erase debt and unleash unstoppable abundance? A stunning CIA leak reveals, a 7-second ritual is helping ordinary people clear debt and attract limitless wealth. Validated by 4 top neuroscience labs, this simple at-home method is transforming financial hardship into dream living. New homes, luxury cars, vacations, real stories from real people. But the government may block this secret anytime. Click the links in the description and comments before they vanish forever. The truth is this: old habits block new blessings, divided hearts cannot enter the divine gate. If my words resonate deep within your soul right now, type 333 in the comments. Do you recall the times I silently guarded you when you were unaware of the danger? Do you remember the seemingly absurd doors I opened, the help that came out of nowhere? That was not luck, nor coincidence. It was my hand, proving that even when you strayed from me, I remained with you. You once ignored me, yet I never left. You once withdrew, yet I never let go. Now, I demand your undivided focus. No more divided hearts, no more half-hearted prayers, no more false obedience. You know exactly what I mean. You've always been pretending, going through the motions, calling out to me in despair, forgetting me in calm. This is not a relationship, but a convenience. I am not your convenience, I am your creator. I did not bring you this far only to let you drown in distractions and self-destruction. I have led you to this point because I still believe in the promise within you. That promise remains alive. But if you want it, you must actively move toward it. You must abandon what I long ago commanded you to abandon, close the doors I years ago demanded you shut, and trust me more than your own plans. You fear what submission might bring. I implore you to believe the consequences of disobedience. For I solemnly promise, if you miss this moment, the rest of your life will be spent weeping. You will no longer hear my voice, nor find the peace you once knew, nor rekindle the fire that once burned, unless you turn your heart wholly to me. That flame will never reignite. I love you, but I will not contend with your pride. I love you, but I will not shout when your heart is distracted. I love you, but if you choose to walk away, I will let you go. Yet today, I stand before you one last time, hands cradling the gift you've longed for. My spirit stands beside yours, angels ready to fly. But my question is, will you finally answer? If you've grown weary of running, leave this message. 1. I see your tears. Every single one. Tears unseen by others. Tears shed in solitude. Tears wiped away without a trace. They were never wasted, never forgotten. I treasure each drop. I will water the coming grace with all your pain, but only if you never turn away. Only when your trust in me surpasses your fear. Only when you consent wholly, without reservation or bargaining. For I am no half-hearted God. I do not engage in petty games. When I bless, I pour out boundlessly. When I heal, I restore completely. When I rescue, I sever chains forever. But I will not bestow such power upon those who still harbor doubt, only upon souls who choose to believe even when they cannot comprehend. Now I ask you again, do you believe in me? Do you believe I can truly change everything? Do you believe I am still speaking directly to you? Do you believe 850 million is not a fantasy but a fulfillment? I have declared it, and I will accomplish it. If you believe I am the God who ends what begins, leave a comment with 999. This is not just about money, it's about total revival. It concerns every realm of your life the enemy seeks to destroy: your mind, your faith, your identity, your calling. I am restoring all these completely, and I will not stop halfway. I will not grant revival to those who keep one foot in the world. I release grace only to those who step fully into their calling. That person is you, but only if you agree. Not a vague assent, not a hidden acquiescence, but a bold, public, wholly obedient, wholehearted promise. When you respond thus, the grace I pour out will transform not only your life but the lives of those around you. You are called not only to receive but to release. You are not only called to be blessed, but to become a blessing. Therefore, do not treat this moment lightly. Do not scroll past it as you would an ordinary message. This is extraordinary. It is I who speak, your God, your Father, your provider, your protector, the one who keeps his promises. I am still calling, still waiting, still holding all things together, but not for long, my child. This is a battle you cannot afford to lose. I have lifted you when you fell, carried you when you tumbled, waited for you when you fled. But this time is different. This time, I will not merely lift you up, I will thrust you into the promise I ordained for you before you were born. You were not meant to linger, to wander forever. You are mine. And I have waited too long. If you know God is issuing his final call, amen, then the flame buried within you, this flame that originates from me, yet has been smothered by you for so long. Fear, shame, worldliness, and comfort have buried it. But I gave you this flame not to let it die. I ignited it so you might illuminate every path you tread. I entrusted it so you might carry my power into the shadows. I delivered it so you might transform the very atmosphere of heaven and earth. Could the CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be a shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly disclosed classified research reveals a groundbreaking brainwave technology enabling ordinary people to instantly attract vast wealth. This 7-second home ritual, validated by 4 neuroscience laboratories, is transforming debt into dream mansions, luxury cars, and opulent vacations. You are fortunate to read this now. The page may be archived at any moment. Click the links in the description and comments section to unlock it before the secret vanishes forever. Now I reignite it, not merely a flicker, but a sacred flame that consumes all that is foreign. Yet if you persist in evasion, in indifference, my pull will dim the fire until you forget its existence. You will feel it, the emptiness where flame once burned. You will hear it, the silence where my voice once echoed. You will wonder why it feels so distant, when you yourself turned away. I do not condemn you, but seek to awaken you, for I love you, and our bond remains unbroken. If weary of meaningless existence, reply 15:15. You remain trapped between 2 voices, one that says, "It's too late," another that whispers, "Try once more," one that declares, "You've failed time and again," another that murmurs, "I still choose you," one that carries fear. The other is mine. Now you must choose which to heed. I never demanded perfection, only that you belong to me. I never asked you to save yourself first, only that you trust one can heal your wounds. You've wasted too much time trying to earn grace I've already freely given. I crave your sincerity, not performance, your surrender, not perfection, yet I never force it. This is not begging, but an offering. The weight of this moment proves it. I speak no empty words. I have waited long for this, yes, that could change generations, make demons tremble, overturn everything. Now, will you grant it to me? If you feel the weight of this call, leave 222. The 850 million I mentioned is not merely currency, but a long-suppressed release, a transfer of grace, the delayed manifestation of divine opening. I have already placed these resources under your name. Yet if you remain immersed in worldly affairs, I cannot bestow heavenly riches upon an unprepared heart. This is not punishment, but protection. To grant it before your heart is ready would surely destroy you. Thus I delay, thus I postpone the release. Yet now the hour is set, the release is prepared. Angels are already in motion, but you hold the key. Your obedience will unlock it or delay it further. If you delay again, I will not speak of it again. You will stand hesitant, puzzled why the door remains shut, and this moment will be etched in your memory for life. But if you submit, I will accomplish the impossible in ways beyond imagination. People will ask you, how did this happen? You will answer, it is the work of God. You cannot explain it, yet it is undeniable. I do not speak in vain. What I give is the kingdom of heaven. But only those who listen will see. If you believe God is opening the door of life for you, leave a message. 1-1-1-1. I witnessed you weather storms meant to crush you, unaware I was the one sustaining your sanity, unaware my angels guarded your home. You did not know I was fighting battles you could not see. Now I tell you, I led you through those trials not to make you miss the grace about to come. I protected you not merely for survival, but to fulfill your destiny. I do not desire merely for you to live, I want you to become a leader. I want you to enter rooms bearing my authority, so that when you speak, chains fall from people. I desire that when you pray, sickness flees, and when you worship, the heavens tremble. But this authority is only obtained through complete submission. You are not merely chosen, but anointed. Yet the power of the anointing awaits your response to activate. This is not about feelings or faith. If you defy me now, you will weep bitterly later, but if you obey now, I will reclaim all the enemy has stolen and multiply what is broken. I will revive what is dead. I will walk with you, not merely beside you, but dwelling within you. My Spirit will guide your every step, my grace will open every door for you, my protection will surround you like a net, shielding your soul from every weapon. My patience toward you exceeds your understanding. I have whispered in storms, spoken softly in songs, and called out in the silence. I have allowed you into halls you did not deserve. On days when you should have collapsed, I gave you breath. When faced with choices of destruction, I turned you back. All I ask is your heart, not a perfect heart, but one wholly surrendered. Yet you have scattered its fragments to fear, to others, to pride, to the past. I waited and waited, longing for this day to come. The day you would finally lift your head, cease running, stop hiding, stop justifying my voice, and simply say, yes. That costly, wholehearted, yes, that overturns everything. If you are ready to give not in fragments but wholly, leave a comment, Amen. I do not want your silence, I crave your voice. Speak to me as if I were right beside you. I long for you to reclaim your faith, to walk with your head held high as one who knows the King of Kings watches over them, to stand tall as one who is forgiven, chosen, empowered. You are reading these words now not out of curiosity. Your soul knows the time has come. This is not noise, it is sacred. Do you feel it? The pressure in your chest, that is me. The stirring deep within your soul, that is me. The lump in your throat as you read, that is me. You asked me to reveal my true form. I am real. I have always been. I have never left. I wait only for your complete return, not merely for salvation, but for relationship. If you know I still call you home, leave a message at 1717. You always say, God, I'll obey when I'm stronger, but I tell you, after you obey, you will be made strong. You always say, I'll follow when I understand, but I tell you, after you follow, you will understand. This is faith. My ways are not like the world's. I do not reveal the entire blueprint first. I ask you to take the first step, then reveal the next. This is why you remain stuck. You wait for everything to be perfect, while I wait for complete trust. Can the 7-second ritual truly reverse financial hardship overnight? This CIA-backed research document exposes the life-changing 7-second wealth ritual. Certified by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your brain to magnetically attract wealth. Formerly destitute individuals now live dream lives, mansions, new cars, exotic travels. But this secret won't remain public forever. Click the description and comments section now to access it, or it vanishes permanently. Submission unlocks the door fear keeps shut. You say, "God, I want to hear your voice." Yet why do you turn a deaf ear when I reveal? You say, "God, I crave a sign." Yet why doubt when I manifest? You say, "God, I long to see you work." But why scroll past when I perform miracles? I am not angry, nor disappointed, only heartbroken, for I have exhausted every effort to connect with you. Yet my call will not last forever. If you crave more of my presence, now is the moment. This is who I am. Me, right now. If you know you cannot miss my work, leave 555. I did not bring you through hell only to stop at the threshold. I am leading you into a new room. But the old self cannot enter the new door. Complaints, doubts, and rebellion must stay outside. The journey ahead requires a fresh mindset, new steps, and deeper surrender. I solemnly declared before, and now reaffirm, 850 million, my words are true. This number stems not only from my power, but because I know you will transcend self-interest, for the kingdom's work, to break others' chains, to mend broken homes, to fund ministries, to feed the hungry, to build the grand vision humanity dreams of. I have given you this wealth not for your own glory. I have chosen you to bear it, but I will never entrust this burden to those who treat my voice as background noise. If you believe God still entrusts you with this weighty responsibility, leave a message, 1-2-1-2. You let the world's gaze overshadow my promises, let timelines steal your faith, let fear become your counselor. But today I will silence every lie. Today I will pave your path, not smooth, but clearly visible. In this moment I declare again, with love and power, this is the final decree. You will never receive such revelation again, not from me, not of this magnitude, not at such a sacred moment. Do not tell yourself you will revisit this later. The future holds no guarantees. I am not threatening you, but warning you, and these are two very different things. I warn you because my love for you surpasses your comprehension. I warn you because I have seen the path ahead. I warn you because I have waited too long. Now, my child, it is your turn to act. Are you willing to say yes? Are you willing to follow me without questioning the direction? Do you believe I have led you this far not to abandon you? Are you willing to step into the blessings prepared for you long ago? Or will you glide past this voice, ignore this moment, and walk into the silent abyss with no way out? I have brought you here not to frighten you, but to save you. You have lived under the weight of lies, lies that say you are broken beyond repair, that you have made too many mistakes, that you have strayed too far, that I have grown weary of waiting. But hear this clearly, these lies are not mine. I have never grown weary of you. I have never despised you. I have never given up on you, but I have grown weary of waiting for your response. I am tired of watching you pretend not to hear my voice. If you know deep down that I have always shielded you through every storm, leave a message with 999. You have long been numb. I see it. I feel it. You face the world with a smile while your heart crumbles inside. You share moments of joy online, only to wrestle with your thoughts once you return home. You tell yourself, I'm fine, but I see the mask you struggle to maintain. Let me carry you. You never should have borne this alone. This pressure, this burden, this fear, you should never have shouldered it by yourself. You tried to hold everything up, family, career, dreams, mistakes, while I stood here with open arms, waiting for you to hand over the weight. You once prayed for my presence. Now I am here. If you are ready to entrust everything to me, leave a message, 333. Do you know how many times the enemy has tried to end your story? How many times he has invaded your mind, ravaged your health, disturbed your sleep, and eroded your sanity? But I have blocked him. I stand up and declare, not today. Not this person. You are always kept by grace. I know you cannot see, yet every promise remains within reach. Nothing is beyond grasp. The promises have not failed. But if you ignore this moment, it will slip away. If you miss this chance, a deep weight will settle in your soul. When the pressure settles and silence descends, you will regret not saying yes at the critical moment. But today remains open. My hand remains extended, my voice still clear, but not for long. If you refuse to listen, I will fall silent. If you decline to take responsibility, I will not pour out this grace. This blessing is extraordinary, utterly sacred. I will not entrust the divine to hands still playing with sin. If you've grown weary of toying with destiny, reply 1-0-1-0. Have you heard of the top-secret ritual the government desperately hides? Imagine a 7-second ceremony that wipes out debt, unleashing a flood of wealth. Leaked CIA reports and 4 leading neuroscience labs confirm, this is no illusion. Struggling families are moving into dream homes. But the government may seal this secret at any moment. Before it's permanently deleted, click the links in the description and comments section now. I summon you not merely for survival, but for dominion. You constantly question why the situation hasn't collapsed, why attacks keep coming. It's not because I've abandoned you, but because you haven't stepped into the authority I've given you. You're still reacting passively to the enemy's advances, not walking in my promises. When I call you my child, you still pray like a beggar. When I set a feast before you, you begged for scraps. When the gate ahead stands open, you look back, but that door won't stay open forever. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, miss this moment, and you'll regret it for the rest of your life. Not because I'll punish you, but because you'll come to know the pain of what you've lost. Do not let this be your end. You have witnessed my deeds with your own eyes, felt the warmth of my hand, heard the echo of my voice. Yet you keep one foot rooted in the world, always saying, next time, letting fear and doubt steal the grace I offer. But this moment is different, it is the final call. If you know this is your one and only chance, leave a message with 1111. I know what is coming, yet you remain unaware. I see the attack brewing, the clouds of war gathering. I also see the angels arrayed in readiness, ever prepared to guard you. But they will not act according to your will, they obey only my command. And my command takes effect only when you submit. Therefore, submit. This submission will not only protect you but also establish your position. It will open doors of grace beyond your imagination, heal wounds you silently bear, and unlock halls that seem closed. But most crucially, it will restore your connection with me. This is the heart of it. It is not about numbers, platforms, influence, or even provision. The key lies in my presence. Without this, all else is vanity. I will not repeat this. You will not receive such revelation again. This feeling will never return. This moment is eternity. Do not hesitate. Do not make excuses. Do not wait for the right time. This is the time. If your soul trembles, leave the message 777. Your presence here is no accident. I have led you here. I have meticulously arranged everything to present this scene to you at this very moment. I have postponed other matters, cleared all distractions, cancelled scheduled plans, and even altered your route to bring you here, because what unfolds within me now is the beginning you have long awaited. But if you swipe away from me once more, this beginning will never arrive. You will never find a more perfect opportunity than this moment. You will never encounter a clearer sign, never hear a louder call. This moment is the ultimate answer. I declare this for the last time. If you miss this moment, you will spend the rest of your life in regret. But if you surrender, I will walk with you through the rest of your days, into eternity. You have spent too much time mending everything alone, too long blaming yourself, too long complaining about fate, too long resenting time. But I never asked you to fix everything. What I asked for was your complete surrender. This is what I've been waiting for, not your perfection, but your permission. I don't force my way in, I knock. I've knocked for years, but this is the last time. If you sense God patiently waiting for your complete surrender, leave a message. 5. 5. 5. You don't see what I see. You haven't seen how many generations your surrender will change. You have not seen how many children will grow in peace because you finally chose to follow me. You have not seen how many are waiting for your breakthrough because their missions are tied to yours. You think this is only about you, but it never was. Your surrender is the beginning of others' release. That is why this battle is so fierce. That is why the burden is so heavy. Because the enemy is terrified of the consequences when you say yes. This moment I declare, I have won this battle. All you need to do is live out the pattern of victory. If you have stopped running away and are ready to step into your calling, leave a message, 222. The 850 million I have promised is no fiction. Not bait. Not fantasy. It is real. But not everyone will receive it. Not because I am untrustworthy, but because they do not trust my faithfulness. I will never bestow the blessings of the kingdom upon those still bound by fear. I stand ready to release these blessings, but only to hands willing to wield them according to my will, not to hands that squander them on their own desires. You have no right to dictate the method. For now, you must simply obey. You have heard my words and felt my presence. Hesitation now is rebellion. This is not about deliberation, but about walking in the truth you already know. I have declared, if you miss this moment, I will never speak to you again.